A very good morning to all of you students. I hope you are very well. So, let us start with the part second of the geography chapter 1, that is environment. In this part, we will study about the major spheres of the earth. We know that the earth, our planet earth where we live, is divided into four different spheres. That is lithosphere, then hydrosphere, then atmosphere, and then comes the biosphere. From the word lithosphere, the starting word L, it means the solid sphere or the land sphere of the earth. And after that, the hydrosphere, from the first few words, hydro, it means all the water bodies which is present on the earth. Water may be in liquid form, ocean, sea, river, or maybe in ice form, icebergs, etc. And third, atmosphere, it means the air around us. And the biosphere, where all these three, lithosphere, hydrosphere, and atmosphere, meets, and the living, which is also known as the living world. So here on your screen you can see this brown part, it is the solid earth, okay, left corner. And after this, the sky, gases, also known as the atmosphere, the air. Bottom left corner, you can see the hydrosphere or all the water bodies. And here the biosphere means where all the three spheres meet, and the life forms, all the life forms. And on the center, our planet Earth where we live. Now we'll study in details regarding all the sphere. It first the lithosphere, the outermost solid layer of the Earth, or we can also known as say that the Zameen. It consists of rock, material, and the soil in which agriculture happens. It is also known as the crust of the Earth. And if we talk about the thickness, it is 100 kilometers. And out of 100% of the lithosphere, 71% is water, covered by water, and remaining 29% by land. There are two layers. Sial, that is the outer layer of the earth crust, which is made up of rocks and rich in aluminium, alumina, and silica. And the second layer, it is just below the Sial, the means the just below the outer layer, which is known as Sima. It is made up of materials like silica, magnesium, and it is denser or having more density than the outer layer of the soil. And it forms the ocean floors, means the we say in Hindi Samudri Tal. Okay. Then comes the hydrosphere. It provides water for the existence, means all the water bodies present on the earth, and it is the source of rain because the water cycle happens because of hydrosphere only. 71% of the earth is covered with water, and because of this, earth is also known as the blue planet. And water bodies have marine activities and promote international trade. You have seen that the big cargo ships going from one country to another country, okay, that is international trade. Also helps in agriculture because agriculture water is very necessary industry, hydroelectricity where water is necessary to generate electricity, and water transport. Atmosphere, it is the air envelope or the air blanket surrounded by the earth on the earth, and it have mixture of gases like nitrogen, oxygen, argon, carbon dioxide, and other gases like hydrogen, helium, and ozone. Ozone protect us from the harmful ultraviolet rays from the sun. If there is no atmosphere, then there is no life on the earth. And temperature like sorry elements like temperature, air pressure, humidity, and sunshine, they all together makes the weather of a place, like whether is hot or whether is cold, etc. And and because of nitrogen, the fertility of the soil is being maintained. And oxygen, where it is used for breathing by the living beings. Now what is weather and atmosphere? These two are very almost, they look like one same, but they are different. Weather is day to day atmospheric condition. Okay. And weather is day to day atmospheric condition of the atmosphere, like temperature, pressure, humidity, and which change from time to time. And climate is the sum total of all the weather condition of for a long period. Weather and climate affect our life. How weather climate affect our life? Our way of living is determined by the climate of the place where we live. If we live on a, if we live on area where it is more cold or more winter, then we have to uh, wear clothes like that only, like woolen clothes. Okay. Biosphere, it is the narrow zone where land, water, and air comes in contact with each other. It makes the planet Earth as a unique planet of the solar system. It consists of organism, like from microorganism, from to trees, animals to human beings, and this is known as the biodiversity. There are inhabitants divided into two groups, that is plant kingdom and animal kingdom. Both these kingdoms are interdependent to each other, and the energy comes from the sun. So here you can see the earth blue, the blue planet, because of 71% coverage by water, and the rest 29% is covered by the land. Why earth is considered to be the unique planet? Because the distance from the sun gives the good climate and suitable for all life forms of earth on the earth. Okay. It has oxygen, which make life possible on earth, and the atmosphere also protects from extreme cold or extreme heat, and water is being available which support all forms of life. And if we talk about the temperature on the earth, then it is neither too hot as Mercury, neither too cold as Pluto. So the average temperature on the earth varies from 15 degrees Celsius, and this temperature is very suitable for the development of all living beings on the earth. So the variation in climate, different soil found on different parts of the earth, different environment in different places, irresponsible means these all factors are responsible for the today's biodiversity on the earth. So it is our responsibility to protect our earth. We must not waste the resources, and we must try to protect our environment by planting more trees with minimum usage of resources. Okay, we all are the important parts of environment because we are continually interacting with it, and because of many human activities there are pollution in air, water, and soil. So with the help of science and technology, the humans have brought some changes in environment and the nearby area. Extensive agriculture, mining, industrialization, these all have given rising, or because of this there are many environmental problems being seen. So we must not waste the resources available with us. We must utilize the resources in very good manner so that the resources would not get depleted or would not get finished with our uses. Okay, with this I conclude this chapter. I hope you have understood this. Read the chapter carefully, listen to this video, then you must be able to understand the chapter. Till then, thank you and take care.